In the famous words of one Jack Armstrong, the Toronto Raptors bend but don't break as they take out the Indiana Pacers in Indiana 115 to 101. So you know the first thing that I got to do here, ladies and gentlemen, we got to drop one here because the Raptors, believe it or not, yes, they did win in a 14-point game in the end, but if you watch this game, they almost blew this thing come down to the end. And by almost blew, I mean this was down to a 4-point game. A 4-point game. Some big shots were made in the end, but we got some things we got to get through first before we get to the exciting parts. Okay, now in this game, I have to tell you first, straight up, before we even get into this thing, injuries, because they are everywhere. Injuries, Jakob Poeltl still out with a back injury. RJ Barrett still out with the ankle injury. Jacoby Walter out with a hip injury. Quickly was out with a back injury. And Sandro Mamukelashvili. I'm going to drop one for me for getting that 2 times in a row. He was out with an illness in this one. So the starters in this one, Jamal Shed, Battle. Yes, you heard me. Jamison Battle, Brandon Ingram, Scottie Barnes, and Colin Murray Boyles. Okay. So the Raptors, first of all, they come into this game. I got to get prepared because I'm about to say a lot of things. All right, let's get that H2O in. The Raptors come into this game as the worst 3-point shooting team in the league. 33.8%. Not good, obviously. But when they start this game off, they start off shooting the ball pretty damn well. 11-2 run to start the game after Jamison Battle drills a 3. And the Raptors looked pretty good defensively. Okay. Good rotations, good help defense, taking accountability for keeping their man in front of them. And they look like a good cohesive unit early on in their defensive ability. And Ingram early on in this game had 8 points. Agbaji came off the bench and hit 2 threes. And they were 3 of 3 from 3-point range to start this game. 25-11 lead with 4:31 remaining in that first quarter. And the good news, I said the good news is we got a Grady Dick sighting. 30 minutes in this game. 21 points, 9 of 15 from the field, 1 of 5 from 3-point range, 2 of 3 from the free throw line. He had a career high 11 rebounds, 3 assists, and only 1 turnover. So you know we got to drop one for Grady Dick. Drop one for Grady. Did you guys hear what he said in his post game? Did you hear what Grady said in his post game? I got it right here. Listen.
I'm ballsy. I don't take no shit from anyone. I smoke my stogie anywhere I want.
Easy there, Grady. Take it easy, boss. Take it easy. All right, so Raptors, 4 of 5 from 3-point range, 16-6 advantage, points in the paint. Raptors are up 39-18 after the first. Grady Dick, 3 of 3 from the field, 6 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. And I'm like, whoa, is it going to be a big night from Grady? Because, you know, a lot of the time, people don't understand, like, confidence carries on sometimes. Sometimes you just need one good game. And he looked comfortable out there tonight. It looks like his teammates are cheering him on. And I know a lot of people are down on Grady. We all are, to be completely honest with you. But that doesn't mean that I'm not rooting for him. I'm rooting for him to do well. I root for everybody on this team to do well, despite how bad they may be playing at time. Once you play on this team, I am rooting for you to succeed. And I think we should all be doing the same thing. So Grady deserves some credit tonight, and we'll talk about him in just a little bit as well. The Raptors now heading into that second quarter, and early on into that second quarter with 8 minutes remaining in this game, the Raptors were winning the bench points 22-12, and the bench alone was 5 of 7 from 3-point range. Now, good energy from AJ Lawson as well. Okay, he had 17 minutes in this game, just 5 points, 2 of 5 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3-point range. but gave you 6 rebounds as well. I'm gonna drop one. I'm gonna drop one for him as well. And you know, early on in that second quarter, there was a big difference in the defense with the Raptors. It kind of let up a little bit. Weren't as aggressive. They weren't throwing to double teams everywhere. The Raptors came into this game, especially defensively, like bats out of hell. Okay. They came out like some dogs. Okay. And so they fell apart for a little bit with their defense compared to what we did see in that first quarter. But one guy I'm going to go to right now, one guy I got to speak to is about the one Scottie Barnes. 38 minutes in this game. He had 26 points. He was 10 of 16 from the field, 1 of 3 from three-point range, 5 of 9 from the free throw line. Listen to this, 7 rebounds, 13 assists. 13 assists. 13 assists, ladies and gentlemen. 2 steals and a block, okay? Barnes, with 3:49 remaining in that second quarter, had 8 assists in this game. An excellent job. I'm willing to go out here and say Scottie Barnes is one of the better passers in the NBA. For a guy who's not a point guard, he's a forward. He's more like a point forward. But when he just has a knack for being able to find guys in scoring position, guys cutting to the basket, coming off curls, pick and rolls, whatever the case may be. He just has a knack for finding guys and being able to lead with that pass to get them a bucket. He's great at it, whether it be in the half court or out in transition. He's so unselfish. He is great when it comes to giving the ball up to find guys to score. And when 3:49 remaining in the second quarter, Grady Dick had 17 points. 17 points. And Battle, and I'll get to him in just a little bit because I got something to say about him in the second half. Jamison Battle, I thought, did a really good job at one point defensively, taking a charge. He absolutely got run over. I'm talking about steamrolled by Pascal Siakam, which was key because Pascal was in foul trouble for most of this game. He could not be aggressive as he wanted to be on offense or on defense because the Raptors did a pretty decent job guarding him throughout this game and making him earn it all, even though he did go off. Don't get me wrong. He did put some points up, and he was nice. He played 35 minutes in this game, 26 points, 10 of 13 from the field, 4 of 11 from three-point range with 10 rebounds, 4 assists. And, he had 4 offensive rebounds as well. Siakam is a problem. He's still a problem. He's nice. He's really good. The Indiana Pacers, 9-31 on the season. Just abysmal. But when they get their guys back healthy and they got a full lineup, they're going to come next season and be pretty damn good again. Make no mistake about it. The Pacers will come back and be good next season. But listen to this. Going into the half, right? Scottie Barnes, 5 of his 9 assists were to Grady Dick. And that was with 2 minutes remaining in that second quarter. And the Raptors go into the half with a 19-point lead. It was 67-48. Grady had 17 points, 6 rebounds. Scottie had 10 points, 9 assists. And the Raptors had a 28-14 points in the paint advantage, 9-0 fast break points advantage for the Raptors as well, and a 30-19 rebounds advantage. And that was all at the half. We go to the third Q. Ladies and gentlemen, this is very unprofessional, but I cannot have my laptop die on you guys in the middle of a show. So I'm going to just plug this in real quick. Mike, you lose points for that one, sir. You lose points for that one. Third quarter. Shed, get these damn stats back on here, okay? Don't ever go to a screensaver tablet without me telling you to do so. Jamal Shed took another illegal screen foul. Now, he's been really good at baiting those screens. And he's been doing a really good job of getting those offensive fouls on those illegal screens. Second one of the game early on in that third quarter. And I mentioned to you, Siakam was getting buckets. Okay. 18 points, 4 3-pointers with 8:54 remaining in that third quarter. Raptors had a 74-61 lead. Siakam now also with 4 fouls with 8:12 remaining. So right away, I'm thinking you got to attack him. You got to attack him. He's giving the Raptors problems, and we need points in the paint because the Raptors were doing some damage there. 48-34 points in the paint advantage overall in this game, and 20-5 in the fast break category. That is something that we discuss ad nauseum on this show. You guys watching this know this. What do we always say? The Raptors got to get out because they got horses. They have horses. They got to get out and run. They are a league leader in fast break points. You got to run with the pieces that you have. Now, Barnes, 11 assists after the Brandon Ingram two-hand flush down the middle. Colin Murray-Boyles, 9 rebounds with 5 minutes remaining in that third quarter, 83-66 remaining with 4:20 in the third Q. And CMB at this point did have 4 fouls, but you know what? He is a rookie and he's still getting acclimated to, this NBA life and the way guys play offensively. But overall, he does such a good job guarding in the NBA for a rookie, especially being able to go out there and guard multiple positions. And in this game, 33 minutes, 10 points, 4-10 from the field, also gave you 10 rebounds. So a double-double from one Colin Murray-Boyles. Well, 4 offensive rebounds. I do want to mention that. And also, Agbaji, I'm going to show him some love too. I'm going to show Agbaji some love. 24 minutes in this one, 10 points, 3 of 7 from the field, 2 of 5 from three-point range. Gave you 1 rebound, only 1 turnover, 2 blocks in this game as well. Drop one for him. But now, remember I was talking about injuries. So we get a report from Kayla Gray with 3:15 remaining in that third quarter that Jamison Battle is done for the night with a left ankle sprain. So unfortunately now Battle goes down. And it's like, damn, I mean, how many of these guys are going to be out of the lineup? Almost half the damn team is out here with injuries right now. Before I told you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now this is the 6th guy out of the lineup. Absolutely crazy. Okay, but Elijah Martin, he was in the game for a bit. Didn't do too much out there. Played 7 minutes in this game, but he had 1 point. But he was shooting 2 free throws. And he made the first one, missed the second one. And Grady Dick rose into the heavens. Dick rose into the heavens and pulled down a nasty rebound. I couldn't believe it. The energy. I was like, Grady Dick, the angry Grady Dick? Is this what we're seeing? And I start to wonder because, he sees all these guys, starting before him, Jacoby Walter and Shed, and now you had Jamison Battle. I'm starting to wonder if Grady Dick is starting to get a bit mad out here. Because if this is the mad Dick that we want to, this is what we want to see from Grady. I mean, not only did Grady Dick, like I mentioned, give you 21 points, he also gave you 11 boards.
What the hell? Oh my God! No way!
This is what I'm talking about. And now, obviously, you're not going to see a bunch of games like this from Grady Dick. That's not what I'm implying here. I'm just saying confidence, like I mentioned early on, goes a long way. And when your teammates are behind you, your coach is behind you, sometimes this is what it takes. One good game to get your mojo going, to just calm you down a little bit, right? Because he gets that monkey off of his back, right? And honestly, coming into this fourth quarter, when it became a 4-point game, which I'll get to in just a second, because after the third quarter was 94-78. So after the first quarter, they had a 19-point lead. After the second quarter, 16-point lead going into the fourth quarter. The biggest reason, honestly, I wanted the Raptors to get this game in large part was for Grady Dick. It was for Grady Dick because you know it doesn't mean the same thing to have these numbers and lose the game. It doesn't. And so I am so happy for Grady Dick tonight for the way that he came out, because a lot of guys don't, or people don't really understand. And this is what I talk about when we talk about being harsh towards these players. None of these guys want to come out and play poorly. None of them. They're all trying their ass off out there. Nobody intentionally comes on the court and is trying to play like crap. And sometimes you get in a slump. It happens. And it's tough to get out at sometimes. But give credit where it's due. Grady came out tonight. He played well. And we should definitely give him some props. Into the fourth quarter we go. The Pacers cut the lead to 11 with 9:07 remaining. Colin Murray-Boyles now with 5 fouls. 5 fouls. And I'm saying, uh-oh, because the team is already thin here. We don't need Colin Murray-Boyles getting fouled out of this thing early. Okay, so Scottie, once again, attacks the rim. Because I mentioned to you that Siakam had 4 fouls early on in that fourth quarter. Scottie attacks him, picks up the 5th foul on Siakam. And one thing I mentioned here that I put a star, this kid Jackson on the Indiana Pacers, he's a nice player. He's a really nice player. Where the hell is he and why can't I find him? Can I see his numbers here? Quentin Jackson, 19 minutes in this game, 14 points, 3 of 8 from the field, 3 of 5 from three-point range, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. He just put some really, really tough pressure on the Raptors. Going downhill, nice-looking jump shot from three-point range. I'm talking solid. He can ball. He can definitely ball. But what was concerning, 7:30 remaining in the fourth quarter, and the Raptors are 1 of 13 from three-point range in the second half. Yes. I mean, it was tough to watch. Now I'm saying, all right, come on, Raptors. What are you guys going to do? You're going to go into the paint. You're going to settle for jump shots. What are you guys going to do? And then Raptors Agbaji. Here's one thing that I got to mention, and I'm glad Jack pointed this out as well. There was a couple times where Agbaji got some really cheap fouls at the end of the shot clock. And it was kind of starting to drive me nuts a little bit, because when the defense works that hard to get you all the way down to the end of the shot clock, and then you bail them out with a foul, and then now they get a 14 on the clock to inbound, or they're going to the free throw line, you're giving them extra possessions with no pressure. That was done a few times, and it was just, it was annoying. It was annoying. But now the Pacers, because of some of these cheap fouls, are in bonus with 6:05 remaining in the quarter after a Jamal Shed foul. The Pacers subsequently go on a 7-0 run, cut the lead to 4. It was 196. 196. And then, because I remember I told you they went cold, completely cold from three-point range. And I'm talking like really cold. Crickets. We got some big three-point shots. Is this thing going to stop soon? We got some big three-point shots that came in from Jamal Shed and from Brandon Ingram. And you know what? We are going to drop one, damn it, for one Brandon Ingram in this game. 36 minutes, 30 points, 12 of 13 from the field, 3 of 6 from three-point range, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, only 1 turnover. We're going to drop one more, okay, for Brandon Ingram, because damn it, his game is just silky smooth to watch. That turnaround jumper, some of these 3-point shots, just the way he makes it look so easy, like no stress for him at all. He makes a shot and then he comes back down the court and he's yawning. You know what I'm saying? Like he just makes it look so smooth, so smooth. And it's nice to see him playing at an all-star level. And ladies and gentlemen, please, if you do not forget, last day to vote. If you see this right away, I'm going to drop this. It's going to be probably just after 10 p.m. Hit the votes. Get out and vote, vote, vote. It's worth 3. I think tonight's the last night, so get out there, vote right away. So 2 big threes for Ingram, big 3 from Jamal Shed, and the Raptors end up hanging on, making a 115-101 game, and beat the Indiana Pacers in Indiana. Damn good win for the Toronto Raptors. They pull this thing out. I believe last game, I thought we were playing the Clippers tonight a couple games ago. Somebody corrected me in the comments. Thank you for doing that. We do have the Clippers on Friday night. We're going to have to watch out for that one, especially with all those injuries. Kawhi Leonard, James Harden. They got a decent squad. They've been doing a lot better the past month than they did at the beginning of the season. So Raptors, Clippers, Friday night. We'll see how that one goes. At Micro7 on IG, at Micros23 on X. Make sure you follow, like, subscribe, and share the Mike Roach Show. Thank you all for the love and support. As always, make sure you get in the comments. Let me know if you have any questions, concerns. I will get back to you as fast as I possibly can. This is the Mike Roach Show. Until the next time, I'm out.